Coffee with Coach, Season 2, Episode 11, Week 12, playoff time, Edgewater football, season starts now.
That's right.
All right, Coach, how's it going this week?
Feels good to be sitting out here, you know, home field, right at the 50-yard line, Frank Lowe Stadium, special place. So I like that we're doing this outside today.
Coach, you know, I heard someone told me that y'all have home field advantage all the way through the playoffs to the finals.
Yep, you know, testament to what these guys did and the senior leadership and the entire team, what they were able to do in the regular season to go undefeated, to get the 1 seed in the region and number 2 seed overall in 3 Metro. So if we're fortunate that we have home field advantage through the playoffs, so we got to continue to win, of course. And then if the good Lord allows us to make a run to the state championship game, of course, that's in Tallahassee this year. We're not even thinking about that. We're thinking about tonight, but we are fortunate to be home through the playoffs.
You know, Coach, we're going to talk a little bit about last week, and we're going to talk about, you know, perseverance. We're going to talk about setbacks. We're going to talk about how, you know, it was a tough start, like we said it might be. But one thing we all have to understand, Coach and I have rarely ever made mistakes in our life, but when we do, we correct them, we apologize, and we move on. So I'm going to...
I think I've made a lot more than you.
I think I made one, and it was on this show in my life, but my second one is today, and I'm going to take the burden of this and the shoulder of this, but our barrel right now is upside down. So we're going to have to turn it over, and we're going to have to put it here, eagle side up. I'm going to turn it this way because our barrel's going under a refurbishment pretty soon. Our numbers, you see how they're upside down? The last time this was redone, the numbers were put on wrong. And, you know, at Edgewater, we correct mistakes. So we're going to fix our barrel on our side because we don't worry about this boon side down here. We're going to fix our side. We're going to make it nice and pretty so that next time you see it, these numbers will be right side up so the Edgewater Eagles can read them every year that we have this barrel.
That's right.
So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do it right this time. Our Art Honor Society, Historical Honor Society is taking this on, and they're also going to repaint one of our totem poles. It's going to be a pretty cool historical project because Edgewater has some good history.
I love it.
So, Coach, what do you got to say about this game last week at the enemy territory?
It was, you know, it was one of those games when you play a rival, you know they're going to play hard. They did. 21-14 at half, so it was a, you know, we did some good stuff, but also had some things that we know we needed to get corrected at halftime, and I was proud of our guys to come out and make it a 42-14 game, you know, so to be able to score 21 unanswered and not give up a score in the second half, it's a testament to our leadership. I could hear the guys at halftime challenging one another in a good way. They came out second half and played our brand of football. But, you know, hats off to Boone. They played us hard. You know, wish them the best as they start their playoff run tonight as well. But it felt good to this stay right where it belongs. I think it was the 6th year in a row to be able to keep the barrel here at Edgewater. This senior class never lost it. So a lot to celebrate, which we will at the end of the year. We're now focused and turned into being locked into round 1 and tonight's game versus Jacksonville First Coast.
You know, Coach, I'm a pretty humble guy, but one thing that I know I need to be humble about is football, and especially Edgewater High School football. And I hear a lot of people talking about, well, why isn't Coach doing this, or why isn't Coach doing that? And what I know is that's 2 10-0 seasons in a row, and Coach, just like always, the adjustments that you make as a coach speak volumes to the quality of you and your staff. When I see a team that comes out, gives y'all a little bit of trouble, and then every good football team I know by halftime, usually the coaches have figured it out. And usually they figured out what's going on, they make the adjustments, and they end up getting the job done and run away with it, just like our Edgewater Eagles did this past week. So a testament to you and your staff. Playoff home field advantage. We're going to talk about the playoffs in a second, but first, I already penciled in this new year here, and we're starting this new tradition. Me and Coach, we got 8 more years of this, and we're going to put this right here on here in this nice little paint pen. 20, 23, and I'm going to have to go over it a couple times, so this is just my first coat. 2023, and that's 42, 14, Eagles. And I always like to show gratitude. And even to the Boone Braves, I'm going to show gratitude, because you know what I learned about the old Boone Braves? They don't charge for parking. So Mr. Lesher is a poor teacher, and I ended up parking way over there by like their little softball field, or maybe it was like even a little league field. I parked so far away because I didn't want to pay for parking, and then I got up close and they said they didn't charge for parking. So it was karma, but thank you, Boone, for not charging for parking. I appreciate that.
What an atmosphere.
It was a great atmosphere.
I thought both stands were packed. Thanks to all the Edgewater community and families that came out and supported. It was one of those true Friday Night Light feels over there. You know, and it felt good for our guys to be able to adjust. It's a testament to their willingness to take coaching at halftime and play like we did the second half. But it was a great night for Edgewater, but it was a really, you know, a great night for high school football in the beautiful city of Orlando. So,
Coach, you know, I know that there's a lot of history to this Boone and Edgewater game, and I heard this, that it used to be that Edgewater's home field was shared with Evans High School, which is why they have two home sides. So our 75th anniversary is coming up, and in a testament to that history, who knows, maybe we should play over there at Evans. I know we could maybe play in the Citrus Bowl or something like that, but it just doesn't feel the same with the stadium and it's not full. I'd like to see Evans side full on both sides, Edgewater and Boone, 75th anniversary, sell it out, pack it out, do something special, 75 years.
Yeah, that's something I like the idea of. I do like playing here, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like playing
Would
here.
the 75th year be here?
I don't know. I need to look. It's a good question. I'm not sure.
Can we make it up? We could do something special.
Right. I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about it. But right now we're focused on the playoffs. After the playoffs are over, we're going to focus on the off season. And when the off season's going on, we're going to focus on Guatemala. But right now, we're going to talk about what's coming up in the playoffs. What happened, Coach? I heard about all this draws and numbers and rankings and everything else. Give me the playoff scenario.
So Sunday at 10 o'clock, the Florida High School Sports Athletic Association did their release show for the state of Florida playoffs. And we're in 3 Metro. We're in Region 1. We are fortunate to have the 1 seed. And so the 1 seed will play the 8 seed. There's 32 teams that make the playoffs. About half the teams in 3 Metro are not in the playoffs. We're fortunate to be one of those teams that of course made it, and we're in Region 1. It's a great region, very tough region. First round is First Coast out of Jacksonville. They're 6-4. They won their district. They beat Fletcher week 10 to win the district. They got a senior quarterback. They're a talented team. They're the 8 seed, but they're a very good 8 seed that comes here. And then from there, you know, it's win or go home each week. And then we'll play the winner of the 4 and 5 seed if we are able to get the job done tonight. But we're not going to be focused on next week. We're focused on right now. It's been our motto all year, and going and getting the job done tonight. But we got a talented team out of Jacksonville, the First Coast Buccaneers, that are coming here for round 1 of the playoffs.
I'm excited about that, Coach. I know this time of year, Coach gets awful intense and awful serious. I don't talk to him much. I only see him when we do this little show on Friday morning. So tonight's going to be a special game. Orlando's a special place. We always need to talk about a little something else, Coach. I went to Black Magic Pizza this weekend.
Okay, I hear it's great.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to throw it down and say I think that was the best pie I've had in Orlando.
Wow.
The pepperoni with the maple drizzle on it, the hot maple drizzle, phenomenal. You can look at Stazio's across the street. I sat in the back of my car with my family and ate a pizza. Actually, ate 2 pizzas. It was my little break on my diet. It was a great time. So Orlando's a great place. And another fact about Mr. Lesher, I've never been to Beefy King. I need to go, but it's closed so much. And I've never been to Hot Dog Heaven. So
I've been to Beefy King. I haven't been to Hot Dog Heaven either.
Hot Dog Heaven has won the lottery. They have the place that I want. They're closed Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and they're only open 11 to 5 the other days of the week.
You know, a lot of the best restaurants are kind of like that.
They're established.
They're established.
They're so established. One last thing, Coach. We got our #1 fan. He's got a question for you.
All right.
And his question is, I modified it just a little bit, and that is, what do you think your greatest strength and weakness is as a football coach?
You know, I think my greatest strength is I can usually get a group of people moving in a similar direction, staff and players, to try to get us all moving. It's a lot of moving pieces, but I usually can kind of guide us all moving in a direction together and to be able to create unity, which I think is so important. I'm definitely not the smartest guy on my staff. I'm definitely not by any means some great coach, but I think God allows me to be able to hopefully unite people, unify a team and get them moving in the right direction. And I think when you have that, you got a chance to be successful. There's a lot of weaknesses that I have that, you know, I wish I was a little bit more tech savvy. My technology skills are not probably where they need to be. You know, I think you're always growing as a coach. There's so many areas that I'd like to improve and become more knowledgeable. I think but this game's always evolving and changing, so that's going to be a constant deal. And you know, but I think those are areas, just continuing to have a growth mindset in the game of football is something I want to continue to improve on. And then technology is just rapidly changing, and I need to be kept up with the times. I'm fortunate to have some great players that are tech savvy and some great coaches that are more tech savvy than me, but can really help you in this game. So there's a lot of other weaknesses that I have, and I pray to the good Lord that He reveals them to me and that I'm honest and able to get better at them. And then those areas that He's put me able to have strength in, that He continues to use me in that way as well.
That was pretty special what Coach just said, if you didn't hear it. The weaknesses be revealed so he knows them and can deal with them.
Yep.
There's something in that right there. That was a pretty special comment. And we got a pretty special tech guy here, because look at our #1 fan. He made me a shirt, Coffee with Coach. He even got my name on the back. So #1 fan, we're going to see you Friday night. We're going to give you a special Eagle experience. We do maybe a little Eagle walk with the team. And go out and come out through the smoke and then stand on the sideline and watch the game and get a close-up experience so you know what Edgewater football is all about. We appreciate you. Coach, closing words.
Big one tonight. You know, we got the bell ringing, we got the game tonight. Man, best time of the year. Playoffs in the state of Florida, the weather's nice, November. We got the holiday season approaching. Man, it's just great to be an Edgewater Eagle. This time of year, we need the whole community to come out. Hey, Orlando versus Jacksonville, right? That's sweet. That's what's great about the playoffs. You get a chance to play teams from outside of your city and throughout the state, and we're hoping that our home field advantage can really come alive tonight. And you know, we're excited about the opportunity to play and hopefully advance. But you know, I'm grateful today to be the head coach at Edgewater with this special community, with special people like Mr. Lesher, and everybody that supports the football program and the school in general. So it's going to hopefully be a night full of joy. That's what I want the playoff run to be. I want it to be a time of great joy, and we get a chance to spend together as a team and as a family as we go and hopefully chase the state title.
I love it. Season 2, episode 11, playoff time, baby.
Eagle.
Pride.